Afternoon. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope your families are good. Hope everybody's listening to the governor and all the recommendations and guidelines he's putting out to keep us all safe, so we can get past this pandemic and get things back to normal. I know I'm ready for normal again. My name is Chris Cockrell. I'm running for Saluda County Sheriff. I'd like to come to your house. I'd like to come talk to you in person and ask you for your vote and for your support. But with this pandemic going on, it's just not safe for us to do that. So we have to adapt to what we got going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making some videos. I want to tell you a little bit about myself tonight. And as we go along, getting closer to the primary and the general election, I'm going to be adding more videos until I can come back and talk to you out in public. Right now, what I want to do is tell you that about my experience, my leadership experience that I've gained through the military, 22 years of military service, and my 20 plus years as sheriff's deputy with the Saluda County Sheriff's Office, and tell you why I think that I'm the best candidate to be the next Saluda County Sheriff. Okay. I was born and raised in Saluda. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up. I grew up on Span Road in the Ward area. I went to school at Ridge Spring. I went from kindergarten to 12th grade, graduated from Ridge Spring and then high school. When I graduated high school, I joined the military. I joined the U.S. Army right out of high school after I graduated. I got 2 associate's degrees from Piedmont Tech, and one's in criminal justice and one's in general studies. Also got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice management from Lander University in Greenwood. I came home in 1999, January of 1999, back home in Saluda. I wanted to be a cop, always have been. And I came home in 99, and Dudley Rushton was the sheriff of Saluda County then. I applied, he interviewed me. He offered me the job as a sheriff's deputy, and still to this day, I'm very grateful for Dudley Rushton to have gave me my first start in law enforcement here in Saluda County. I've always been here in Saluda County, 20 plus years serving in Saluda County. Saluda County is my home. I'm ready to come back home. Excuse my voice and this deepness, because these allergies and this pollen is whipping my butt right now. But I got to be a sheriff deputy in January of '99, thanks to Dudley Rushton. He made me a sheriff's deputy. Throughout the years, I got promoted to corporal on the road. A couple more years, I got promoted to sergeant on the road. A couple more years, I was promoted to lieutenant on the road. I was asked at one point throughout my career to take over the SWAT team as the SWAT team leader and trainer. And the reason they asked me that is because of my experience. My experience in the military gave me the expertise and the ability and the training to be a great tactical operator. So tactics is a big thing when it comes to being a law enforcement officer, especially being in a unit like SWAT. But we don't use SWAT nowhere near as much as we use the regular cop. And being in the military has made me the man I am today. Give me the discipline, the honor, and the integrity that I live my life and try to instill in my kids to live their life. with the good Lord in mind, and with honor, integrity, and the ability to treat everybody the same and equal, and don't treat them no better, no worse than you want them to treat you. I enjoyed my military service for 22 years. Retired as a captain in the military. I was a military police officer in the military. I've been across the pond, per se, to Kosovo for a year, training the Kosovo Army, training the Kosovo police, training with the Germans, with the Polish officers, with the Argentinians, all in law enforcement. So vast knowledge, vast experience in leadership through the military, and all the training and the opportunities I've gotten through them. And I brought that home with me. And I've done investigations on the civilian side, 6-year investigations. Probably a little over that now. The investigations in a small town and investigations in Lexington or Richland County is totally different. Richland and Lexington's got 300-400 deputies, where Saluda's only got 24, 25, and you got to wear a lot of hats. And as an investigator, you got to investigate everything from property crimes to robbery to rape and murder, all under the same roof, just with a couple investigators you got here. So having this experience, I believe, it will help us move on to the future and have well-rounded officers, because of all the time and effort and training and serving that I've done for the last 20 plus years. I moved on from investigations, and I've had the opportunity to be the public information officer and the community outreach officer. This is where I've had the pleasure of going out to churches, civic organizations, service providers like the Council on Aging, and talk to the folks that they service and them about safety, about crime watch programs, about just general safety practices that we can use at home, or we can use at that business or that church or that organization, that civic organization, to better secure their properties. To keep folks from looking over there and saying, yeah, I can break into that place, they don't have anything. So that was the most enjoyable thing, or is the most enjoyable thing in law enforcement, is getting out and talking to the community and finding out what they want and what their concerns are, and telling them what they could do to help us and what we can do to help them. That's the most beneficial, pleasurable thing about law enforcement, is getting out and talking to folks and being able to help them through rough times and through happy times, to be out there and enjoy and fellowship. But that's probably the most enjoyment that I get in law enforcement, is when I get out there and be able to talk to people. And I want to get out there and talk to you, but I have to talk to you through this Facebook right now. But we'll get back together. The last position I held at the Sheriff's Office was Chief Deputy. Chief Deputy is right up underneath the Sheriff. He's the one that takes care of the day-to-day operations at the Sheriff's Office. Oversees the operations at the Communication Center and at the Detention Center. The primary job for the Chief Deputy is the budget. Primary responsibility is making sure the budget is good to go, making sure we ask for what we need to operate. Having this experience, having it for over 6 years here in Saluda County Sheriff's Office, and even more budget experience in the military, the experience that I've gotten is setting me up for success, to bring that knowledge and that can do, and that short-term planning and that long-term planning that's needed and is vital for the Sheriff's Office to run effectively and efficiently, to take care of the citizens, all the citizens, not just some of them, not just them over there, these over here, all of the citizens of Saluda County. Take care of us all equally, and make sure everybody gets the proper service and the equal service that they're deserving of. Excuse me, I'm sorry. All I really right now can truly ask you to do is take a look at the candidates running for sheriff. Take a look at me, take a look at the other two running, and look at what they've done. What kind of experience do they have? What are they bringing to the table? I can tell you there's always rumors, there's always gossip, and there's always somebody, that dislikes this person or that person. But you have to set all that aside. It's the same thing in politics, in the presidential races. You have to set that nonsense aside and look for yourself. That's all I can ask you to do. Look for yourself. Look for the facts. Look for the truth in each person. What do they bring to the table? And I can tell you, I got 22 years in the military, and I got 20 plus years with law enforcement, all here in Saluda County, all serving the citizens of Saluda County. I am ready to go. I could walk in the door tomorrow and take the Saluda County Sheriff's Office into the future. I have no doubt in that. I am very confident in my ability to do that. I even would say I have done that for the past 6 years. The final thing I can ask you to do is just take the time to take all the rumors and all the party line divide and this, that, and that. Look at the person. Look at the person. This is a local county sheriff's race. This ain't presidential anything. This is a local county sheriff's race. You want to find the person, not the person, the person, not the party, not the buddy over there, the person that has the experience, the proven leadership, and the ability to take care of things in that office. That is a very vital office to have and be in. We've seen some squander that. We've seen some not do enough. You got to look and see what you got. There's 3 people running. Look and see who's dedicated their life to serving Saluda County and serving our country, and has the experience to do so, and do so now. All right. I plan on putting more stuff on here. I want to start with this. I want to give you a little, brief, about me. All I've ever done all my life is serve Saluda County and my country, and I'm ready to do so as your sheriff. So I'll be doing more videos like this, being I can't come see you, and to tell you about my goals, and tell you about my plans to improve community outreach and involvement, to rid this county of drugs, and to make the county overall safer for everybody that lives here. That's the ultimate goal. I just want to see the best person in the best Saluda County for everybody, So feel free to message me. Feel free to call me. My number's on Facebook. My you can message me on Facebook. You can comment. Any way you want to do it, and I'll be happy to talk to you, interact with you, and answer any questions you may have. But thank you for your time, and vote Chris Cockrell for sheriff, Saluda County. Thank you.